You see the whole of my adult life.
9th August 1965, Singapore was expelled from Malaysia. While the young nation faced economic uncertainties, for the Singapore Malays, overnight they turned into a minority group. Thus began a unique journey that differentiates them from other Malays in the Nusantara. As proud citizens, Malay Muslims contributed to the miracle transformation of Singapore's economy. But rapid development and urbanization led some segments of the community to experience a sense of displacement. As Singapore continued to progress, the fear that some would lag behind was very real.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
On 28 May 1982, the Singapore Convention Hall witnessed an important milestone in the history of the Malay Muslims. Arising from the theme of the Congress, the importance of education, a consensus was forged to own the challenges faced by the community and tackle it together. The task was entrusted to MENDAKI, Singapore's first self-help group.
Kejayaan MENDAKI yang sebenarnya ialah meningkatkan taraf hidup dan pendidikan semua, bukan hanya untuk sebahagian kecil yang berupaya untuk maju ke hadapan.
In its early years, MENDAKI's focus was to set up tuition centres, a novelty back then, to help Malay Muslim students. What followed was a concerted effort by its leaders to reach out to parents, students and tutors to enroll in the MENDAKI tuition scheme. Another 10-pole program that was initiated around the same period was the Anugerah MENDAKI. It was a platform to recognize and reward the top 10% of achievers in national exams and those that performed exceptionally well.
To me personally, I think the awards are a sign that the community takes note and recognizes the achievement. And I think that makes it imperative on the recipients to actually have a sense of responsibility to keep on achieving. And subsequently, when they can, whenever they can, contribute back to the community. I think that's something which I take from my experience from receiving the awards.
Encouraged by its early success, in 1989, MENDAKI expanded its programs beyond education, taking a holistic approach in solving problems faced by disadvantaged groups. Various schemes to strengthen Malay Muslim families and youths were rolled out, as well as programs aimed at enhancing the community's assets and workers' resilience. Progress shown by Malay students in national exams showed that MENDAKI's efforts have created a positive impact. At every level of the education strata, Malay students made significant improvements. While there are still gaps when compared to the rest, they are getting narrower. The progress in education acts as a boost to the Malay socio-economic well-being.
What we've seen in the 30 years of MENDAKI is that the organization has been in the forefront of developments. I think it's worthwhile for us to appreciate how the organization has been a platform whereby we studied, analyzed, experimented and expanded all forms of intervention.
With more Malay Muslim students emerging as top students and young professionals in wide-ranging fields, the community's strive towards excellence has never been clearer. It's also heartening to note that MENDAKI recognizes success and excellence beyond academic grades, awarding Malay Muslim youths who excel in non-academic fields like arts and sports. These success stories embody MENDAKI's vision towards a community of excellence, a vision that was forged in 2002 when it went through a major review. Apart from a new look, the Malay Muslim leaders renewed its commitment to the spirit of Gotong Royong by setting up the Community Leaders Forum, or CLF. All efforts were streamlined under 4 clearly defined networks. Its programs supported by various organizations both within and beyond the community. Now into its first decade, the CLF acts as the main conduit to towards efforts to upgrade Malay Muslims.
Never accept things for granted, revamp if necessary, innovate if we have to, so that at the end of the day we continue to be relevant to the community and to be ahead of the needs of the community. So that was the underlying motivation for doing all these changes.
An offshoot of the CLF is the Forward Planning Exercise, or FPE, initiated in late 2009. Close to 100 young Malay professionals gathered to brainstorm ideas and strategies to bring the Malay Muslim community to the next level 10 years on. The year-long exercise culminated in the FPE report presented at the CLF Forum in November 2010.
What I find refreshing is the fact that we are actually reviewing some of the things that's existing now, but with the vision of actually improving the community and what we want to achieve in a few years' time. Also to challenges that we may anticipate in the near future, and what are the programs or steps or strategies that we should take to actually overcome those challenges in the future.
2012 marks Mendaki's 30th anniversary. Several events to commemorate this significant milestone have been well received, especially by the public. This clearly demonstrates Mendaki's special position and significance in the eyes of its main stakeholders, the Malay Muslim community. And this reciprocity will motivate efforts to propel Mendaki on a higher trajectory.
Moving forward, Mendaki is in the position to be more strategic. We need to continuously build on our capacities in order to be the thought leadership. So there will be investments in the research area, and there will be investments in building the organization, as well as in sharing organizational excellence with the other Malay Muslim agencies.
So while we try and debate so much of the merits and lack of merit of certain programs, we must also keep an eye on the future, because at the end of the day, we want our community to continue to succeed, to be able to find its own pride of place in the future.
If you look at how the Malay community has progressed over the last 30 years, I think the change has been dramatic. And Mendaki has had a lot to do with this. Working with other community organizations, Mendaki has contributed to the transformation of the community and also given the community a sense of self-confidence and pride that they have been part of their own success and the cause of their own success.